Good morning to 5 Minute Thoughts, my daily audiologs. The main reason why I started this audiolog series is because I want to be able to talk 5 to 10 minutes fluidly while having a comprehensible structure. However, as I progress through this journey, I have realized more and more what was the other main reason I wanted to start doing this. What I figured out is when I was trying to write my diary, I was unable to express myself fully. The reason behind that is due to my background in both of my native languages. We use 80% of the time hand gestures. The tonality of our voice, the emphasis on the sentence that we put changes the whole meaning of the sentence. However, while writing them down, I'm only using 20% of my speech, which is based on words, on the paper. I have this whole other 80% that I'm unable to express, unable to tell. And what I was worried is back later in time when I'll revisit them, I'm unable to understand. However, there are of course an advantage on this. The advantage being is while writing this, time of writing, I had one set of accent on the words, I had one set of emphasis on the sentence, I had one sense of, however, when looking back, I could put back what I was feeling now, so I could be reading the same notes in my diary with my current set of emphasis, current sets of thoughts. So that will, I guess, allow me to understand both ways, what was today and what was at the time of writing. However, I also have the fear that I won't be able to recall what those thoughts were or how those thoughts were expressed because they're simply in a piece of paper. 20 years down the line, I wouldn't know. However, if I use this audiolog system, what I'm able to essentially transmit is the rest of my mode of expression, which is through emphasis, through methods of speech. Although I also have hand gestures, which are completely put aside of the audiolog. However, I believe that this method is most efficient and most versatile enough to be able to hold most of the expression that I wanted to share. This is one of the reasons why I have started audiologs, if they weren't clear to you before. Also, some of my friends and peers, when they listen to this, they tell me to use better structure, they tell me to use more heavy editing. One person, my beautiful partner, she says don't use any editing at all. I guess I'll be leaning towards my partner. I don't want to use any editing, not because I'm bad at it, but purely because I want to be able to express myself concise enough and fluid enough. Those type of editings are not required. My main purpose is to be able to speak in a live audience. In a business meeting, in a presentation at university, or just simply sharing my thoughts to my friends and my beautiful partner. Because, in real life, it's not like I'm going to get multiple chances to re-explain myself and not being able to keep or capture the attention of the listener. So yeah, that is what I'll be mainly focusing on. And the important thing here, or it's not necessarily important, but I would say the blanket of protection or the protection shield here is that if we look at many popular statistics on how fast they spread, it will take me at least 2 years to be able to spread it anywhere near to a reasonable audience. And even then, it is not very likely due to the current situation and how many podcasts are appearing. So I'm going to use this mainly as storing my thoughts, mainly as storing my ideas, so that I can look back in 10, 20 years time and listen through them again to go through what were my thoughts and look back and try to learn some of the mistakes that I have committed. This is mainly a gallery of audiologs for myself. something that I would like to listen. If in the process of me improving my way of speech, I'm helping somebody else, that's a bonus. It sounds very, very selfish, I know. That's why I'm not advertising or I'm not pushing these contents out to other people. This is purely for my enjoyment and purely for me able to release my thoughts. And also, it is something that I would listen if I had somebody or someone of my similar situation about my age who would truly speak about what is happening to them. I would carefully listen. I would carefully love to understand how I could improve. I'm not saying that my life is any important than somebody else, but because my life is quite natural or quite normal compared to many extraordinary lifestyles, I believe I would be able to come across more of in the same level to many young adults of my age. Although this is not the thing that many people of our age are looking for, so I don't know how marketable this situation is. Also, speaking of writing my thoughts, there is this new app, well, it's not very new, but there is this app that I've recently started using called Obsidian, and what this allows you is to you can write a lot of notes in it, like any other normal situations. However, it will allow to connect and build neurons between your different thoughts, different notes that you write in, so that you have an overview of all the thinkings that you have done throughout your life. And it's like a spider web where one thought connects to another, and there is this whole rich web where you can connect the dots, like Steve Jobs said. So that is why I've moved from pen and paper to audiologs and Obsidian. I guess this is the best way for me to capture my expressions, to release my thoughts, and to be able to look forward or look backward my life and understand what I've gone through and try to improve me from the future. So I guess I would use some explanation of what is going on and what I'm trying to achieve. If I don't have the best audio quality, or if I don't have the best auditing, or if I don't have the best anything, I guess the main audience for this is someone like me who is taking 5 to 10 minutes a day to sit down and rethink and revisit their day and their thought process and what choices they've made. I'm sure I can make this process much prettier and much more appealing. I'll be working on it, but I want to take a different approach of where I'm actually improving myself, speaking much clearer or speaking more fluidly rather than doing heavy editing and heavy post-processing. Anyway, have a wonderful day and I shall see you again tomorrow. Bye!